Assalamu alaikum. I am Mir Unupam Hossain Akib from Software Engineering Department. Today I am going to talk about Unix Linux shell scripting. Now the question is, what is shell? A shell is an interface which to the Unix system. Using this, user can give input to the system, and system can execute program based on that input. User we use this when we have some repetitive work. We can do it easily without with some programming in shell. There are major two types of shell in Unix. They are Bourne shell and C shell. This shell has some subcategories as well. As you see, here is shell, and shell has two types. First one is Bourne shell and second one is C shell. But Bourne shell has four subcategories. First one is Bourne shell itself, then corn shell, then Bourne again shell, which is bash, then POSIX shell. Then on the other hand, C shell has C shell itself and 10x and TOPS C shell. Now, what's the difference between integer type variable and string type variable? There are some difference. The first one is when we assign a value in integer variable, we don't need to use double quotes, but in string we have to use double quotes to assigning value into a string. But a string can only assign on the sentence or some word, but in integer it can assign only numeric number, which can be negative or positive or zero. In integer we can perform some operators like plus, minus, multiple, divider, modulus, but in string we can't use them simply. Then if we look at example, then 1 to 5, 1 to 3 0, minus 5, etc. are the example of integer. But in string, Bangladesh, daffodil, programming, these are the example of string. Now I am going to talk about loop. Now I am going to talk about two basic loop in shell. The first one is while loop and the second one is for loop. We can do same thing using both loop. I am going to implement multiplication table where user will input a number, and based on that number a multiplication table will be generated. For this we have to create a file. Let's say the name is 8.sh. File is successfully created. Here we have two files. So now we have to edit that file and implement our code. We have to read a number first, read n, and we have to create a counter variable. Let's say count equal 1. Now we will check while that count is less than or equal that n, we will do something. Do done. Now we will print the multiplication table count into n equal count into n. Here is a we have to give a dollar sign here. Now count will be increased by 1. Count equal count plus 1. Count plus 1. Here it will be 10, because we are going to show the first 10. I think it should work. Let's save it and run it. Yes, if we run it, then it will take a input. Let's say input is 7, then yes, it's working. this is so this is our multiplication table for input 7. Now if we do the same thing using for loop, then our code will be like this. Let's edit the code first. Now we don't need to have a count, because the for loop itself, it will work like a count. Iterator I equal 0 less than equal 10, it will start from 1, I plus plus. Now we will do something, do I into n equal I into n. It should work. Let's see. Let's save it and run it. Our input is 3. Yeah, it is working correctly. If you look at the output, then see both structure is same. So we can say we can do same thing using any loop. So that's all about my presentation. Thank you very much.